Hi, welcome back to my booktube channel. Today I'm going to be talking or showing you all the books I got for Christmas. They're books that I bought myself for Christmas. They're all from Book Outlet. I can't recommend Book Outlet enough because you can find super cheap books on there, some for like $2. I'm going to split the books into 3 different sections because I got kind of crazy with the books that I got. So the first part's gonna be all the books that are like retellings, because I love retellings. So let's get started. I'm gonna talk kind of quickly because there's a lot of books to get through. So the first one is The Princess Curse. It's a 12 Dancing Princesses retelling. I guess whoever breaks the curse wins a prize. Next is Fairest of Them All. Looks like it's a little kid book. It's an expansion of Sleeping Beauty where she has a daughter that wants to be a fashion designer, and then she pricks her finger on a needle, and then she like realizes she's cursed and they're worried about history repeating itself. Now, I haven't read any of these books yet, by the way. This is just like what I think the book is about according to the back. Another Sleeping Beauty retelling is Spindlefire. In this one, Princess Aurora has a sister. There's something about a curse. It sounds really similar to the original tale. The next one is A Kiss in Time, another Sleeping Beauty retelling. This one is more like what happens after Sleeping Beauty wakes up. I guess she was actually asleep for 300 years, and then just the story after that. Next is a Snow White retelling, Girls Made of Snow and Glass, by Melissa Basherdoust. I just realized I haven't been mentioning the authors. Sorry. This one is a fight between a stepmother with a heart made of glass and a stepdaughter that was literally made out of snow. Sounds interesting. The next one is another Snow White retelling, The Shadow Queen by C.J. Redwine. This is supposed to be an action-packed version of Snow White, and everyone seems to have different names. Then I got a bunch of Beauty and the Beast retellings because Beauty and the Beast is one of my all-time favorite movies and stories. So I'm hoping at least one of these is really good. First one is Beastkeeper by Kat Hellison. I guess there's a curse on a girl's family, and if she ever falls in love, then she'll turn into a beast. So that sounds like an interesting twist. And she has to try to figure out how to break the curse. The next one is Beauty by Robin McKinley. This one sounds like the original story pretty much, except she has 2 older sisters. Next one is called Of Beast and Beauty by Stacy J. I guess there's a blind princess who has been raised to be a human sacrifice, and there's like a beast that he tries to steal her enchanted roses, and then he becomes a prisoner, and then so I guess the beast ends up becoming this blind princess's prisoner, and then she ends up falling for him. Sounds really unique, like a unique twist on this tale, so we'll see how this goes. The next one is Cruel Beauty. I've heard so many positive things about this one, so I'm hoping it's going to be good. A girl is supposed to kill some ruler to break a curse, and then she ends up falling for him. The next one is a Little Mermaid retelling, or rather expansion, where it's either Ariel's daughter or granddaughter who I guess is cursed again, and she'll end up either having to take her own life or her lover's life. The next one is an Arabian Nights retelling, which I have never read because I heard the book was scandalous. Which I'm sure I could read it now, but like when I was a kid, I definitely would not want to read anything like that. It's called The Wrath and the Dawn. I guess some guy's killing, he's marrying someone each night and then they get killed. And I guess the main character's best friend or one of her friends got killed, so now she's like, she volunteers to marry him so she can kill him, and then she ends up falling for him, and then so the book is trying to figure out if he actually is the monster that everyone says he is, or if there's something else going on. The next two are Mulan retellings. Well, this one I heard was inspired by Mulan. It's Flame in the Mist by Renee Adi. Oh, it's also the same lady that wrote this one. I probably said that name wrong. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Shoot, what was I saying? Oh, this one's inspired by Mulan. She's supposed to marry a guy, like an arranged marriage. And, but then he gets kidnapped and she has to dress up like a boy to, like, become part of the people that kidnapped him. And then, like, the bad guys start thinking she's cool or whatever. And then there's love mentioned, so I don't know if she falls in love with the guy she's supposed to marry or she, like, falls in love with one of the bad guys. I don't know. And then Wild Orchid by Cameron Doki. Another Mulan retelling. This one sounds just like the original story, except maybe a little more romance. So that could be kind of cringy. I'm hoping it's not going to be like that. So we'll see. I mean, I like some romance, but not one that's, like, all that the main character cares about. The next one is a Nutcracker retelling, which I really wanted to read before Christmas, but I didn't get around to it. Clara has to go to the land of Cain because her father has been abducted on Christmas Eve by some beings that aren't human. So that's interesting. Fun fact, I was in the Nutcracker for 3 different years, from like 11 to 16, around then. The next one is a Peter Pan retelling, or more like Tiger Lily's side of the story, I guess. In this book, apparently her and Peter Pan had a thing before Wendy came along, and there's like some jealousy or something when Wendy comes by, so that sounds interesting. Next one is Alice in Wonderland retelling, or not retelling, but like, I guess the side of the queen's story, like the evil queen, and maybe like why she's the way she is. And it says, this is not the story of Wonderland we know, so maybe it's just a totally different Alice in Wonderland world. I don't know. And then the last one is The Fairest of Them All by Carolyn Turgeon. This one sounds like it's a mix of Rapunzel and Snow White. I guess it starts out with the story of Rapunzel. You know, she meets the guy, falls in love with her, but then it turns out he's supposed to be marrying someone else, and then so he ends up leaving Rapunzel in the tower, going to get married, and then he ends up having a child with this woman, and that child's name is Snow White. So I guess Rapunzel maybe is gonna be the evil queen. I'm not sure how this is gonna go, but yeah, so those are all the retellings that I got for Christmas. There should be about 2 more videos of books up. Yeah, I only spent about $120 maybe on, like, I think I got like 50 books, and if you know how expensive books are, that's a really good deal. So yeah, go to Book Outlet if you want books that have been come out lately for a really good price. So yeah, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe, like, and then watch my part 2. Bye!